You've heard the phrase, "third time's a charm." Well, this story is all about the second and third times being the absolute best, because the man behind E.T., Jaws, and Jurassic Park was once rejected from film school 3 times. That's right, the legendary Steven Spielberg was once told he wasn't cut out for the big screen. But you know what? He went on to change the cinematic landscape forever. So today, we've look back at how this modern-day wizard turned his biggest no-s into world-changing yeses. Our story begins humbly in 1946 in Cincinnati, Ohio. You see, Steven was born with a love for movies, but his journey to directing those big-budget blockbusters wasn't an easy one. In fact, it was pretty rocky. You see, Steven struggled a lot in school, not because he wasn't smart, but because he had dyslexia and couldn't read or spell very well. This made him feel like an outsider, which is a feeling he would revisit time and time again in his films. And to make matters worse, he was often ignored or bullied by his peers. But through it all, Steven found solace in his passion for filmmaking. In fact, he made his first short film when he was just 12 years old. A year later, he won a prize for a war film he made with his friends. It was clear that Steven had a gift, but he needed more than just talent to succeed. He needed perseverance. And let me tell you, he had that in spades. After graduating high school, Steven decided to pursue his dream of going to USC's film school. But after applying 3 times, he was rejected 3 times. Some might have seen this as a sign to quit, but not Steven. He just took it as a sign to work harder. He joined a new college, made awesome friends, and kept creating short films. And it was during this time that he made a short film called Amblin. And this is where our story takes a turn for the better, because this film caught the attention of Universal Studios. They were so impressed that they offered Steven a job, making him the youngest director to sign a long-term deal at 25. Steven directed some of the most iconic films ever, like Jaws, Indiana Jones, E.T. Schindler's List, and Saving Private Ryan. He won 3 Oscars and got nominated 19 times. Watching his movies always makes me feel like a kid again. So the next time you're feeling down because of a setback or rejection, remember Steven's story and keep moving forward. Because as Steven himself said, all good ideas start out as bad ideas. That's why it takes so long to get them right. Or as I like to think of it, it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, but the size of the fight in the dog. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you for watching.